Assalamualaikum. Today we will study about the district administration in Pakistan and how the district administration works. Firstly, we will study that what is district administration. District administration is basically defined as the cutting edge of the tool of public administration. District administration as a concept of public administration stems from the dispersal of the state of authority largely in countries with centralized administration. It is at the district level that people have a feel of the government. That it means that this is the transfer of power and authority from higher to the lower level. District administration basically work as the unified organic administrative organization. District magistrate or commissioner is usually responsible for the cooperation and orderly application of the resources. The task of district administration is usually to collect the revenue, uh, to perform the magisterial functions, judicial functions, executives, and the development. There are different purposes of the district administration, and these are following. First one is to maintain law and order, then structural arrangement for dispensation of justice, assessment and collection of a number of taxes including land revenue, irrigation rates, etc. Maintenance of land records, regulatory and control functions such as rationing of food, regulation of movement of commodities or purchase of agricultural products. Response for immediate actions of natural calamities such as flood, disaster, etc., and execution of the development activities in a specific district. The background: the district administration has its origin from the Muslim revenue system, which was established by the Sher Shah Suri. He basically divided his empire into 47 divisions, or we can say it as Sarkar, which was subdivided into 1,13,000 paragons. He established Office of Revenue at Sarkar and Paragons. In the broad sense, Deputy Commissioner was the in the broader sense, Deputy Commissioner was the descendant of Faujdar of Mughal administration. Like Mughal kings didn't change the administrative structure established by the Sher Shah Suri. Mughal Empire was divided into provinces, or subas, and district as Sarkar. The provinces were headed by the governor, who was responsible for law and order and revenue collection, while the district was subdivided into the paragons, which was headed by the Shikdar, who was responsible to maintain law and order and general administration. The Mughal had no functionary at the village level, but Muqaddam or Muqaddama used to perform revenue function. They used to collect revenue through this Muqaddam, and Patwari was an accountant who used to keep account of cropped areas, the crops, and the revenue demanded. In the Mughal system, there was separation of judicial and revenue collection function. Then there came the British period. The British period is basically the evaluation of the modern district administration system, that can be traced back to Warren Hastings, who basically initiated the appointment of full-time collector to supervise the Zimindar. Later, they were given the dual authority of revenue collection and judge. As judge, as and the person was known as the judge magistrates. In 1818, they were given policy control of the district in some provinces. In 1829, basically Lord William was appointed as the Commissioner of the Revenue and Circuit. These commissioners supervised the work of judge magistrate and worked as the court of appeals. Between 1831 to 1857, the main function of the collector cum district magistrate was to collect revenue and maintain the law and order situation. After 1857, the responsibility of DM, like district magistrate, were extended to development, irrigation function, hospital, roads, and railways. In 1861, the control of police in the district was given to the district magistrate, and he was to be head of all the government department in the district. Then there come the after independence era. After independence, the district administration was effective and useful in responding to requirement of the public and organizing rehabilitation of refugees, settlement of the properties, etc. Apart from the old regulatory function, they were also the district administration also has to perform new functions like industrialization, education, health. In the new situation, the district administration had to be more responsible, accessible, and accountable. The function to be performed by the district administration are following: executive, judicial, revenue, and coordinative functions. Executive. Law and order is one of the important functions to be maintained by the district administration. In the executive function, it was included that the power to give license, permits, etc. District administration reported to the provincial government on the political and criminal conditions. Then judicial function, the deputy commissioner work as DM, and he supervises the functions of all the executive magistrate. DM was also performing judicial functions such as judicial inquiries, the trial of cases, etc. District magistrate presided over many courts which deals with laws which are relating to the breach of peace. In the past, the magistracy was organized under the deputy commissioner. Revenue was also, then there comes the revenue was also collector, a district magistrate also collect the revenue like land revenue, water rates, etc. The management of land, accounting of revenue, and implementation of the reforms. Land revenue was an important source during British period. The revenue on land, however, declined after partition. Then coordinative functions. The coordinative function, district magistrate also performed coordinative functions in the district. He was not a technical person but person who has knowledge and experience of general administration departments like health, education, irrigation, public work, industry, etc. Although independent in hierarchy, but their activities were coordinated by the district magistrate. The district magistrate also performed the miscellaneous function like he would organize the election, relief and rehabilitation work, protocol duties, attending functions, meeting, etc. A district magistrate was expected to remain constantly accessible to the general. There are different departments which works at the district level. District and session judge was the highest court of the criminal and civil in the district. Superintendent of the police at district level, district health officer at district level, district education officer at district level, executive engineer at district level, and excise and taxation officer also work as at the district level. There are different issues which are faced by the district administration. Administrative reforms was introduced in 1973, which took the constitutional guarantee of civil servants. The constitutional guarantee provided protection to the civil servants against the unnecessary intervention of the by the politician. These protections were taken away. This made them vulnerable to the political interference. The technical versus generalist debate. There was strong resentment that deputy commissioner is a journalist that doesn't specialize in any particular field, and he coordinates the activities of specialized departments. Inaccessibility of the deputy commissioner. Because of the pressure of work, deputy commissioner had become inaccessible to the general public, and too much concentration of power in one individual. The office of the deputy commissioner had too much of the power, and this made it an inefficient department. Thank you so much. That is it for today. We will continue this topic in our next lecture, inshallah.